Republicans have been fairly smart where it concerns state races. They got a Republican majority in a number of different states, in Texas, in Missouri. They've been doing incredibly well with the governor's offices. You have somebody like this who depresses down-ticket voter turnout. Oh, cow. Well, there goes your re-election chance there, Pence. He's not going to win. There goes 2020 for Pence, too. Because everybody will look back, and they're going to look back at Indiana, and they're going to look back and they're going to see how pivotal that state was. They're going to see how much was riding on the line. And voters will look in Wisconsin and they'll say, remember when Walker came out for conservatism in Wisconsin? Do you remember when all of these other state lawmakers and everyone else came out for conservatism in Wisconsin? And they are going to look at Mike Pence and say, where was Mike Pence? Voters won't forget that. They don't forget MIA candidates. Mike Lee's he's going to be fending off a re-election bid out in Utah. One of them was supposed to have been one of Romney's kids. Did you see Mike Lee duck and run? No. Mike Lee came out because he realizes the importance of this election. Pick a candidate here, Pence. Indiana's too important of a state for you to sit out. And he has been, and I know a lot of people have been trying to get a hold of him. You got the LA Times. It's time for Indiana Governor Mike Pence to make up his mind. Where is Indiana Governor Mike Pence in the presidential primary? Governor Mike Pence, MIA. I mean, the headlines say everything. You had Cruz who reached out to Pence. Trump reached out to Pence. Pence endorses anybody but Hillary and Bernie. Another, Pence still undecided. His spokesperson says that he hasn't yet made a decision on who to endorse. He may endorse, he may not endorse. Wedged between these headlines, will enough GOP women stick with Governor Mike Pence? Can you imagine having a candidate who has a deficit with women that's worse than Hillary Clinton being at the top of the ticket? And if there are already questions about his support with Republican women, what's that going to look like for Pence going into an election? I'm just wondering if anybody in his campaign's thought about any of these variables.
I can tell you the response I'm getting.
Now, what's
the governor's unavailable at this time.
He's unavailable to anybody at this time.
Yeah.
They just send his spokesperson out to say a couple things here and there. It's too important for him. Joe Frank, his spokesperson, said, well, governor hasn't endorsed anyone yet. He's not ruling it out. He hasn't, he may endorse, he doesn't know. So because you are lukewarm, neither hot nor cold, I'm about to spit you out of my mouth. Kind of interesting. I'm just saying that's what voters may do. Voters remember. Voters are going to look and they're going to say, where was Mike Pence? In the hour when conservatism needed him most, where was Mike Pence? Where was Mike Pence when the country was on the cusp of a major decision? Where was Indiana's governor? It is the state there at the gate. And he left the voters there to speak alone.